Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to take a look at this. This is the Leuchtturm1917 in copper. Not the first Leuchtturm booklet I've got, but not had this copper version. So today we'll take a look at it, we'll take a quick look through the book, and then we'll try it out with some fountain pens, see how they go. Welcome down to the table. Now I'm starting this video with the book in the wrong direction for me, just so it fits in the camera, because once I turn it around it doesn't fit entirely in the camera. This is an A5 book. This is a Leuchtturm1917 and this is in this beautiful copper colour. I think very nice. I'm going to just fetch this in. I know it's covered in stickers. Here's my other Leuchtturm1917, same paper. And you see I'm fairly well through this. I've had this going for a couple of years. So it's had its use. Just to give you an idea of the colour. So this is in the copper colour. I'm going to turn it around now. I've taken the plastic wrapping off. So we've got here the book, and it's got this little cover on it. On the back we've got here in, I'm assuming German. Well, that one's English, I know that. And I'm guessing this is French, I may be wrong. 251 numbered pages. Table of content. 12 perforated sheets, expandable pocket, 2-page markers, thread-bound book, sticker for labelling and archiving, 80 GSM acid-free paper, high ink compatibility, dimensions 145 by 210, it's A5. Let's turn this around and we'll take this off now. So this just comes off, so we've got Danke, thank you, and then that can now, well, I'll tell you where it'll end up. That ends up in the bin. So here we've got the book, absolutely nothing on the front. The other one, I don't know if you can see, I say it's covered in stickers. Got the word bullet journal there because this was the bullet journal version. Here we've just got a plain book. At the back, at the bottom, we've got there stamped into it, Leuchtturm1917. Opening up, we have couple of cards. So Leuchtturm details make the difference. So this is just really giving you a bit of history about notebooks. And then on the end, the other side there, we've got about sizes and the different pages. So ruled, squared, plain, planners. A nice little leaflet there to be read through at some time. We've got a card here, blank on one side, thank you card. So thank you for purchasing. Little tiny details, isn't it? The front, we've got please return to, so we've got here where you can put your address details or your phone number. What I tend to do on here is put my name and my phone number and my email address. We're then getting into the book. So we've got format, so this is a medium one, 145 by 210, 80 GSM paper. We start coming into the actual meat of it. So first of all, here we've got content. So we've got 2 pages for contents. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't use it. I've tried it, I just find it didn't work for me. But the way I use my journals is one journal has one specific need. So this particular journal, this one which I'm only about 3/4 of the way through, this one which was the bullet one, this I do sort of use it for a bullet thing. So in here, I've got things like my monthly goals, I've got my trackers, and I've also got a sheet where I do like daily planning. That's what I use that for. I've got another Leuchtturm one, which this is going to be replacing, which is my daily journal. So this is where every morning I reflect on the previous day and I write a page about what happened. And that's what this is going to be replacing. So I find I don't mix up what's going on. If I've got a project that I'm working on, I have a completely separate notebook for that project. Yes, it means I've got a lot of notebooks, but the focused, I actually know what each one's for, and I find that works really well for me. If you're interested in a video in how I do that, please drop a comment down below. Let me know, would you like me to go through the details of what I use and how I use each of my notebooks? That's something, I'm quite happy to make that video. But anyway, we then get into the chunk. So this is a dotted pad. I think these are 5mm dots. At the bottom of the page, we've got the page number. Let's just fetch in my rule of measuring. This isn't my normal one. This is the one I actually use day to day. I keep the wooden one usually for videos, but it's not handy. Yeah, that's a 5mm dot there, just to show that. So we've got each page numbered. I'm just opening these at random. There's page 81, 201, and we go right to the end. The last page I've already written on, page 251. There's page 250. At the back, we've got a page there. This is like card. We've then got this yellow sheet. This is one where I believe these are stickers that you could stick on. So you've got some you could put down the spine. You've got some you can put on the front or the back. Please use the stickers for labeling the title and spine of your Leuchtturm1917 book when you want to archive it. Nice little touch. And then here we've got a pocket. You can see there the pocket. So you can put documents in there. So I'm going to slide that into there. Coming back, I say I've already written on this page because what's the point in looking at these? We want to know how they perform with our fountain pens, don't we? Just dropping in to interrupt your regular programming. Would you like to help support the channel? If so, please consider joining as a member. As a member, you'll get early access to my videos. I normally upload them a couple of days before they go out, and as soon as they're uploaded, they'll be released to members. There'll also be a shout out at the end of the videos, and then as we get the members coming in, we'll actually chat among ourselves and work out what other perks, what other things you'd like me to add in. You know, would you like maybe a monthly live chat just for members? All down to us. So please, if you can, consider joining the channel. A link will be in the description down below. So the pens that I've used a Kaigaloo 316A. This is with Pilot Iroshizuku Shinryoku. So that's a medium, and that's a standard ink. I've used the Kaweco Sport with a 1.1 stub nib. And in there, I've got Robert Oster Grungilt. So this is a shimmer ink. So you can see, hopefully see a bit of shimmer on there. So we've got a TWSBI Eco here. This has got Diamine Black Ivy. This is a sheening ink. Not going to see much, I don't think. The trouble is this next one is really blocking it out. Hopefully you can capture some of that. So this is a very dark green ink, and there's a beautiful red sheen coming through. So that was in the TWSBI Eco. Then with the Asvine P20, which is a medium nib. Beautiful pen. This very pretty pen. One of my newer pens. So it's got that medium nib on there. In here, it's got Diamine Glacier, or Glacier, which is a star bright. So masses and masses of that silver there. Can you see that? Hopefully the camera's picking it. I'll just pick it up a bit. To me, it's blinding. It's actually the silver shimmer on that. So now what I thought we'll do, you know, I've written with some, but we'll write now with some pens. It's always nice to see a fountain pen video where you see the actual pen write. So this is That Pen Bloke. This is an Australian maker. Broad Yoho nib. So That Pen Bloke. Fountain pen. With a broad nib. The ink in here is Diamine Weeping Willow. We'll give this a chance to dry, but the reason I picked this ink, I think it's a nice shading ink, so hopefully we'll see if there's any shading come through. The next pen, I need to agitate this one. This is the Bennu Talisman. This is in Dragon's Blood. Why I'm agitating it is there's a shimmer ink in here, but it's also a sheening ink. I thought it's a good way to really push the limits of what this paper can do. Let's see how it works with this. So this is why, you know, let's give it a really good agitation, give it the best chance. So we've got here a Bennu Talisman. Broad nib. The ink by Diamine. And its best wishes. Again, another fairly dark green ink. what we'll do is we'll give this a chance to dry, then we can test and see how it looks. The final pen I'm going to use on here, this is another 1.1 stub nib pen. This is a Pens by Casey, Makuzai. This is a handmade pen, wooden pen, beautiful pen. The section, the linings, everything else is ebonite. On there we've got another 1.1 there, stub nib. This is a Yoho nib. The ink in here, again, I think should have some nice shading properties to it. So we've got Pens by Casey. M-O-K, I've got to make sure I spell this right. Makuzai 13, the 1.1 stub nib. And the ink is Robert Oster, Aussie Brown. Gorgeous pen. This pen makes me want to write big. I struggle to get smaller letters with this. So let's take a look at these. So we've already looked at the top four. You know, we've got that shimmer, we've got that sheen, we've got that star bright. That pen bloke, we can see plenty of shading coming through. So we're not losing the shading. We've got the interest, we've got that character coming through in the line there. It looks quite nice. The Bennu Talisman with Diamine Best Wishes. So this is a dark green ink. Hopefully, you know, I'm going to have to do something. 1 second. I'm just fetching this in. I want to cover up that star bright. All I see is the silver in that. So there we've got the Bennu Talisman. We've got the red sheen coming through. Now, I do see some little hints of like a blue shimmer. Even on the best papers that I've got, I struggle seeing the shimmer on this ink anyway. But there is a little bit there. Then that Pens by Casey, again, I can see loads of character, I can see loads of the shading coming through. So the paper handles my fountain pens really well. What's the back of it like? Let's turn over. So that first one with the medium nib, that one's come through. We can certainly see that. The second one, the 1.1 with a grun gilt, you can see it there, but yeah, that's fine. The third one was seeing bits of ink again coming through here, which was the Diamine Black Ivy. The Star Bright, again, it's actually not too bad. Where I did the scribble, I deliberately went heavy. I can see it starting to bleed through a bit. With the Weeping Willow, with that fountain pen bloat pen, absolutely nothing. Again, starting to see hints coming through here with the Diamine Best Wishes, but only hints, not enough to stop me using both sides of the page. And absolutely nothing there with the last one, which was that Aussie Brown. Now, I know this is the last page, so it may not be completely indicative, but it gives a good idea. So I think this is going to work well with my fountain pens, which I expected because this is not my first time with one of these books. So this is my quick first impressions of this Leuchtturm1917 Copper book. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. How do you find the Leuchtturm books? How do you find they compare to other papers? Please drop a comment down below. Which other papers, which other notebooks do you think it's worth me trying out? Please hit the thumbs up button. Every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.